Hi, this is Adri with Raising Batman. If you never watched one of my videos, this page is about my son, Gage Batman. He is 6 and he has autism and ADHD. He is basically still considered nonverbal, even though he does have some words. I usually like to come on here and share some positive milestones and stuff that he's doing lately, and I just got really excited about this one. It's been a long day and I'm about to get the kids ready for bed, but he did a couple of things today that were pretty awesome. He did really good in his feeding therapy and actually tried some celery. He was crunching on it a lot, and Gage never has really been a singer because he didn't have words or anything like that, and every time I would sing he would get frustrated and cry and scream and cover his ears, and it didn't matter who was singing, if they had a good voice or not. I think to me it kind of felt like he was frustrated that he couldn't do that. He knew, say, the ABCs, but he couldn't sing it, so it would just frustrate him. But me and my daughter have been listening to Disney soundtrack in the car here lately, and she sings along. And it was just him and me on the way home from feeding therapy, and he said, "I want Sing, please." And he started singing Summer from Frozen, the Olaf song. And I said, "You want to sing Summer song, Olaf?" He's like, "Yeah." So I put it on, and he didn't cover his ears, he didn't cry. Usually I have to turn the radio down really, really low. And he was singing. He knew all the words, and he was singing along with it. And he wanted me to sing. He was like, "I want Mama to sing, please," which is really cool. I thought that was awesome. It was definitely a very, very cool moment. And he's been just using his speech more in the last couple of days and requesting more, whereas last week he was regressing a lot. Today, what else did he do? There was something else that kind of concerned me, but his teacher was telling me that he squeezed another kid's arm really tight, that he was sitting beside. She's like, "Have you ever seen him do this before?" I said, "Actually, only one other time, and it was last night. Harley, his little sister, took one of his toys, and he squeezed her arm really hard and was kind of shaking his head. He was frustrated." Usually if something like that happens, he just kind of cries and runs off. He doesn't ever take up for himself. So I kind of didn't see it as a terrible thing. He is getting more awareness of his surroundings and also taking up for himself, which, I kind of got onto Harley for taking his toy, and I told Gage that you need to use your words instead of getting violent about it. But that's the first time he's ever really started to do that, taking up for himself like that. I think that's pretty awesome. We just got to teach him to use his words and be a little bit more constructive about it, instead of, just getting so frustrated and squeezing somebody. But I guess that is better than hitting them with something or whatever. That, and also they bring home library books, a different book every week from school, and I read to him all the time. I always have, ever since he was little. He's only been interested in maybe one or so books here and there, but this is the first book that I've seen him be crazy interested in. He's requesting it a lot, and he's just reading it over and over and over. And it's a book called No, David. And basically it's the mom in there saying, "No, David, don't do this," or "Get down, no, David, no splashing in the bathtub," or he's just trying to climb up and get cookies, or he's trying to play baseball in the house. It's "No, David, not playing baseball in the house." And then at the very end of the book, they say, "Yes, David," or "Come here, David," and "I love you," basically like hugging him, giving him kisses and stuff. And he is just wanting to read this book over and over and over. And it's, like I said, that's a new thing too. So usually he's wanting his tablet, requesting his tablet all the time, and now he's requesting this book. So I thought that was kind of cool. So just a couple of positive things with Gage here going on lately. And I got to get these kids in the bed and get myself in the bed. But like I said, just wanted to share a couple little milestones. I like to document that stuff and share it with you guys too. If anybody, as usual, ever has any questions or anything, just message me and let me know. All right, y'all have a good night.